April is Financial Literacy Month, making this a great time for parents to help kids build fundamental money management skills. Now, to share more about those fundamentals of money management, we have Robin Toombs. She's the Chief Marketing Officer over at Members Choice Credit Union. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so this is a big topic. This is something in my house that's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how to approach this.
Well, and that wouldn't be uncommon. I mean, think about.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I feel better.
You're normal. You're normal. Think about like all of the stress and biases that come with money conversations. You know, sometimes we're taught like not even to talk about it, but the home is the perfect place to talk about money management for your kids. So think about this. As an adult, do you have stress about money?
Of course, yeah. There's never enough.
There's never. But when we start having the conversations early with kids and helping them understand how money works, they grow up to be adults that are less stressed about money, have better credit scores, and actually have less debt growing into adulthood.
Okay, so when we talk about financial responsibility and teaching that to our kids, what does that look like? I feel like I don't even know where to start.
So you're going to start with the basics, saving, and that is the best place to start. So thinking about having your kids do a savings goal, and there's some really cute stuff on Pinterest where you can actually like print out some savings goal trackers and have it in your home and have them see the progress if they're saving for something that they want. That is the best place to start to talk about the value of money and what it can do for you.
Okay, so I've got twins. They both have totally different views on money. One of them wants a debit card. The other one, her choice of currency is candy. So for my 9-year-old who wants a debit card, is that a good idea?
Well, so there's some really important milestones in a kid's age. So one of them, what we look at is age 10. So at age 10, about 40% of 10-year-olds have cell phones. So think about that. I know, almost half of the 10-year-olds have cell phones.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you. That's the latest stats. So think about that and how it changes their interactions with the outside world. You know, they're interacting with friends and family and businesses through that cell phone, through that mobile device now. 10 is a good age to start having some really positive conversations with your kids about money. That is also a good age to perhaps get them that debit card so that they can start seeing how money works, tracking their spending, seeing where it goes, having visibility into it, and more importantly, you as a parent having visibility into that as well.
Okay, so as a parent, I'm constantly saying, no, that's a waste of money, or no, once it's gone, it's gone. Like they always want to do, you know, those little quarter games at the, or little game thingies at the grocery store. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. How can I be more positive then about money? Well,
you can be positive. So one, I think it's showing that money can help you buy the things and you know, let them have joy in their lives. Money can do that, but it's also about showing how money can grow over time. So maybe you do something for every one of those quarters that they spend, they're taking 50 cents and saving it into their account and seeing how that can also earn interest. I think that's one of the other benefits of the checking account is they can see that money can grow money. And that is a powerful.
That's something I was never taught when I was a kid.
Oh my gosh, me either. And I started getting allowance money when I was 10 years old, and I never saved it. I spent it. And then, like you said, when it's gone, it's gone. But when you start saving it in a checking account, savings account, kids can see that that money can earn interest. Money can work for you.
All right. Okay. Good advice. Thank you so much, Robin, for joining us this morning. So where can we find some more information and some resources and tools?
Yeah, there's lots of resources and tools. Members Choice Credit Union is one of those places where you can go online. We have financial courses. We have resources and sign up. You can even sign up for Lemonade Day that allows you to have free information. Free information that you can help teach your kids money and to start a business.
Oh. Right there, that's it, right there. Start a business. I love that one. Thank you so much, Robin, so much for joining us this morning. Let's go ahead and check in now with Adam with today's forecast.